Alright. Been way too long. I should have done this a while ago. Iris, how lovely to see you. If we're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Yep, I love a cup. Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Been way too long, Tataru. Way too long. Ooh, look at all these yummy snacks. Mmm. There's nobody else here now.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Oh. Grand new adventure, of course. Wherever that will lead me.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
Ooh.
You've fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again, and travel the world in search of wonder.
That's a great idea, but where to start?
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from, it's hard to narrow it down.
I mean, there are a bunch of continents that I haven't explored. I don't know when we'll get to explore them, though.
But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
Ooh. Ooh.
Thavnair. That's where you should go next. I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
So there is something for me there.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
I'm gonna be able to get new clothes soon?
Shouldn't take much longer now though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Yay. You're the best, Tataru. Ooh, she's making a... I don't know what that's called.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement. I won with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Fell asleep.
Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across. Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
Oh god. I'm fading out. Oh god, what am I having a dream of? Who has returned? Who? Look cool and spooky. Newfound adventure. Oh boy. Wow.
Ah, you're awake. My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
I'm not sure that was a pleasant dream.
Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Oh god. Gotta get my new outfit. Hope it's cute. Also forgot what buttons I have. What buttons I used for my... No, oh, it's that one. I haven't played the game in a while. I'll be honest. Oh god. No, it's down. So good. Wow. Wait. It's here, right? Oh yeah, it's right there. Zadar. Observe at the as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I don't need a moment. You'll see. Just gonna touch me in places again. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. A final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Ooh. Oh, it's that one. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure? Looks nice. The hair. I'm so glad you approve. You've outdone yourself, Tataru. Thank you. Oh, stop. You'll make me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. But look at you, a famous hero, and wonder wherever did she purchase those stylish yet practical garments. And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Taru's boutique. Gonna be a walking advertisement, I guess. Wahaha, I can hear it now. The merry clink clink of gill overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Oh boy. I forgot to change the color. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a new fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant. Or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind in case. Collection expanded the unending codex. Ooh. Ooh. The lore book. I have achieved the lore book. Look at that. The Unending Codex is now available under Collection in the Duties section of the main menu. New entries for prominent terms and characters will be added to the Codex as you progress through the main scenario quests. Oh, look, Adventure Plate. I still haven't set this up. I'll do that some other time. Portraits. These variety poses. Oh, that's how you edit that. Duty support. Oh, this is like so you could do like stuff in. Oh yeah, there you go. See, Realm Reborn, Shadowbringers, Ed Archer. Oh yeah, they only released it for Realm Reborn. I forgot. Where was it? What was the Unending Codex, or what the fuck is it called? The collection in the duty. The duty. Collection. Oh. Ah, Unending Codex. Look at that. Only got 3 stuff. I would thought they would add like all the other stuff I've been through. What? All this stuff. Gotta add that to the thingamajiggy. Ooh, new mission. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavner, I suggest to explore your options at Merid's Main, the finest drinking establishment in Rad's at hand. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local tale-tellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, sirs, and may fair fortune find you. Ooh. The start of a new adventure. That's the bard. Wonder what we're gonna find over here. Oh. Oh, baby. Wait, can I teleport over there? Go over there. Remember. Ethernet. Oh, there you go. Right there. I forgot they updated the Ethernet Sharda travel thing. God, I remember it was just like really bad. It was just a list. Didn't give you my. Oh, look at that. Flash. Oh, they actually give you a thingy now. Huh. Does that show up in your anything of Jiggy? No, it doesn't. It just shows up in the sightseeing log now. They added that though, a little pop-up. I remember that being there before. Welcome to Marine's Main. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table. Ruins beneath the bounty? Would you be speaking of the Sunken Treasure Vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Look at the dancers dancing. Ah, there he is. Professor Jahin. Thought I saw him coming. Who would be? Oh, that one. Although he's somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mayhen's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Marita found out I took coin from Thavner's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Ooh, I get free drinks too, look at that. How do I get the drink? No. What do I drink? I just walk up to him. Yes? Oh. Okay. I thought I would actually have to buy him a drink. What may I do for you, my Eorzean friend? Oh, just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Look at that. I gotta butter him up first. Here we are, one of Marit's finest. Enjoy. Ah, lovely. Bottoms up. Jahil empties the cup in a single bowl. That's very kind of you, miss, but I know when I'm being softened up. What is it that you want from me? Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurous at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Zadar? He was Khan of the Han? I forgot how you pronounce it. Khan of the Ari tribe, which sailed to Thavner from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Rajat. His decision to aid the Arkasudara is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Al-Zadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Rajat earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the Sunken Vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Al-Zadar III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Rajat, folk would remember the tale of hidden treasure. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle and oh, my cup appears to be empty. He does. Malil, another round for the professor. Ah, I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Another for the professor. Well, today was a splendid day to visit the Mayhen. Main. Main gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Where were we? Yes, those who did return from seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something. Azama was saying, Azama's a fellow connoisseur of spiritus potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear, but he did have... no, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my word sent you to your death, I could never live with myself. I'm no stranger to peril. Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? Oh, I've got lots of stories to tell you. The very edge of existence? From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. A little more of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one is on your coin, Professor. Gonna get so many free drinks from me, huh? Galene drains yet another cup dry. This man's can't even sit straight. Gonna keep all that drink down? Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it would have hurt to share a little more. This friend of Azama's, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems he could only get it from some merchant. What's his name? I forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my new best friend. A little more drinks. Signal for water instead. This man needs to sober up a little bit. Your drink, sir. Ah, marvelous. I am parched. Then goes down the cup of water. That was water. You just had to bring me water. Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. Our head will certainly thank you in the morning. I seem to have overindulged and put in mind of the words of Master Jalzan. Be wary how much of the drink you swallow to swallow you. Forgive me. I will subject you to no more of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Azama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the Mayan's fine spirits. Probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune. If you'd have learned all that Jalhin has to share regarding the undersea vault, to find out more, you will need to locate a man by the name of Azama. Oh. Gonna buy another man some drinks. Look, Azama. Yes, I'm Azama, and who might you be? All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Al-Zadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his tales ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Al-Zadal's third's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you what my friend told me, how he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty, and within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Al-Zadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. Oh, maybe we could find him. Who knows? Hmm. Quite the gathering of people. Isn't that the...
Please,
Yes.
Sashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
Oh my.
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think he'd be able to do anything with the treasure map. He doesn't seem like the type to knows how to fight.
This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Zadar III, one of the great satraps of Zadar, and a direct descendant of Zadar Khan.
A map to Zadar's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive.
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchased
yeah.
map. Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover.
Look at this ploy that they're doing. Look, it's Tinian. Oh no. No, he's gonna buy it.
What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Zadar's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
Oh no.
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
Yeah. Sister, sure.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
And he's just giving it when you didn't even ask for the price. Is that what you gotta do first? This man. I thought he knew how much money was in there in the first place. This man's.
Well met, my friend.
Hello.
Someone is dressed for adventure.
I'm always dressed like this. So I guess, yeah.
Why Favner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping. Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
I never took you for a treasure hunter.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. I hope to do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
Ah. We did do that, yeah.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits. Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Oh, so he did see through that.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not. You are coming along, yes?
Yeah. Naturally.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
I'm sure there are a large amount of ships that we can use here. Either rent or buy, or maybe just, you know, get somebody to sail us over there. It's gonna be too hard. Stidian, my boy. You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Vircha's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast. He made his proposal once I was too full of Hannish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. Ooh. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matsia is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akiali and see if he can help us. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if how big his fishing boat is though. It's too small. I don't know if it could handle going out into the bounty. I don't know how treacherous the bounty is. Ugh. There's still that place over there. Is that maybe those are the ruins? Matya. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? Wonder if we could use a boat. So you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone will be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. Ooh, thank you. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. Yeah, not too good at hiding, is he? We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Hello. Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beasts? Yeah, I flew. I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Zavnir? You are, I know you are. I've gone and cheated you. I worked with Zashal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have, well, we'd be. Enough. I knew your game and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. Yep. Got the coinkydink, huh? You are kind to overlook the wrong I have done you. But there is more you need to know. Oh? And that is? The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search. About the ruins, about the vault, about everything. And the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you. Maybe even a whole army. Do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Now I've gonna made him cry. Well, we might need a hand moving the treasure. Assuming we find any, still, it may prove wise to bring some companions along all the same. Any ideas on whom to approach? The sounds have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Oh, I could straight up ask anybody. Grahatia and Cryo. Wouldn't they be too busy? I feel like all these people are really busy on their own stuff. I guess Thancred and Urian J. Thancred and Urian J. Those two would answer our call, certainly, but they left the Rising Stones with a definite task in mind. And I am loath to interrupt their self-appointed mission. That's true. Grahatia and Cryo? Like they all have like really important stuff that they gotta do themselves. Aye, Cryo may have her hands full of rebuilding those students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at the invitation. That set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he though? Strong, I mean? Oh, he's very strong. What is your name, boy? Murad, sir. Well, Murad, your life is yours to live as you will. But I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. Didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Let us be off too, Murad. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path. Alright. Time to go recruit Graha. See if he ain't too busy. We did want to go on our next adventure, right? I'd say this will be quite the adventure, huh? Alright, to the Annex I go. Wow. Look, Ojika. Oh, look who it is. Welcome back, sirs. What might the students do for you? You know where Graha is? Graha, yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Kryle. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go on and give them an excuse to take a break. Ooh.
Ah, Ojika, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
Hello.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
How's the restoration of the students coming along?
Slow and steady. Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We were able to locate several accounts in the archives of Numenon, but the bulk of our documents was lost along with the Isle of Fowl.
But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
Maybe you guys could use a bit of a break with some adventure.
The treasure vault of Zadar III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition. I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which, I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Oh my god, he's getting excited.
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned. You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Look at it.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already. Have you asked anyone else to come along?
Not yet, no.
Then might I suggest we invite Yustola?
Yustola?
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Gooble Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlium the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon. Considering what you've told us of Zadar's extraordinary feats, I do believe Yustola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say.
They did say he went to like another world, right? And got treasure from there. Maybe she would be interested in that, huh?
Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
Ooh.
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like.
What a coincidence. Considering where we're going. To a giant vault.
From what I can gather, the Loporrits are looking to make improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Zadar's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with Yustola.
Sounds like a plan.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
I don't know what that other matter is.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
That was mine. Boom, 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 boom. All right, where the library? Where the library? Library. So you want is the studio. I do wish we could use our mounts in like locations like this. Like maybe not fly, but like at least get like pudding waste still here. I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all, but I persevere. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier than they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. Look at you, pudding way. Gonna make the best pudding in the world. They have more books. I remember this being in the middle. Oh my god, you're Stella. Did you sleep? Did you sleep on the books? Huh.
I've never known Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Your ears pricked up.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Stop.
Ow!
She got bonked, oh no.
How long have you two been here?
A couple. Catching up on some light reading?
Something to that effect. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me. As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library.
Look at all the cats here.
So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past.
Well, we got a lead on that too.
A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me?
Sounds like you thought I might be
Zadar
interested in.
is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries, as if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
First, we gotta pick up Urianger.
Akiali by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him and be on our way.
Who's at the back? I remember seeing that. Alright, then well, time to pick up Urianger. Is he all the way in the bottom? I'm getting more and more stuff added to the Unending Codex. Oop. Wow. I remember this music being here. The Thalmazane. Oh look, the ship's here.
Our illustrious champion.
Hello there.
Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure. I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
Yep. There indeed be is. 'Tis good to see you well.
And thee. As ever, thou art the picture of strength.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies.
Befurred.
As you may recall, the Loperites had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperites now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
Well, I mean, not exactly wrong, I guess.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon. So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
Actually looking for you.
Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
Yay.
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Quite a bit. At least an expansion or two.
Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Istinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
Oh, sacred. I'm the bard.
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
You're looking well.
That's because we didn't travel by experimental etherite. It's astounding what a lack of nausea does for one's sense of well-being. In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seen fit to gather?
Treasure hunting.
Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Ah, of course. And if you have Estinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I? In all seriousness, 'tis best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations. Till we meet again.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
You'll see that we brought 2 more peoples along. Alright, let's go back to Estinian. You can see what's up with those ruins. And see if what they're saying is true and he actually went to another world. We're guessing that's the ruins? I don't know, it's just kind of like out there. I don't really know what that is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's that tiny little island over there with a singular tree. Maybe those are the ruins. Yellow. Send you to recruit Graha and you return with an entire survey party. Oh, Mattia's boat is steady enough to carry us all. That looks big enough. What he means is we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there. We'll keep an eye out. Go. Zadal's legacy.